Dimon, Chairman and CEO of JPMorgan, has actually given out key commentary as well. Let's quickly look at his rationale and his view with regards to India-US trade deal. What he's indicating is, I quote, I hope President Trump and Prime Minister Modi, who seem to respect each other, can reach an agreement. I see India as a natural friend of America. That's a very strong statement coming in there, which tells you what the mood is looking like. And he says, I don't think we need to ask you to align, which is to India to align. In fact, we should extend our hand and build relationships. That's the quick view coming in on that front. In fact, the Ukraine war has actually created big problems, is what he has indicated. And he says trade will feel the pressure from that as well. But clearly, an interesting one in terms of India-US trade deal. Moving on, Trump's H-1B visa shocker that did come in. On the back of which he says, it came out of the blue. So again, he did not really expect the H-1B shocker to come in from Trump, though we'll be engaging with stakeholders and policymakers as well. In fact, for us, visa matters because we move people around globally, experts who get promoted to new jobs in different markets. This is clearly telling you how important it is for a company like JPMorgan as well. And the challenge is that the US still needs to remain an attractive destination, for which, if you talk about immigration, America is an immigrant nation, and that's a part of its core strength. So you really cannot do away with it. Moving on, if you talk about Jamie Dimon's take in terms of tariffs, he thinks they're modestly inflationary and they come in pieces, not all at once. In fact, the tariffs did come in immediately. If they come in immediately, we'll see a quick spike up and then a downtick. They are a little recessionary, but just one straw on the camel's back. So you can understand the way he's looking at tariffs. And secondly, a straw on the camel's back, a very small piece coming in there. He's very optimistic about India's future when he talks about India. And he's saying that with India growing at 6%, it could actually continue like this for the next 20 years. That's a strong statement when it comes to the optimism for India. In fact, India is benefiting from the peaceful global system, and this is even with its local challenges. If you talk about the reforms, India's reforms have been excellent, and it's actually showing you Prime Minister Modi's strong leadership. That is what Jamie Dimon is indicating. And he said that Modi has been a successful Prime Minister also. So that's overall that you're looking at in terms of where India goes. Very lastly, in terms of the biggest worry that Jamie Dimon has as that 30 years from now, we may read a book titled How the West Was Lost. So that's the key question coming in here in terms of his biggest worry. And with free trade, with safeguard, what he says is, I quote, I'm in the free trade camp, except when it comes to national security. That's the only concern he has with national security. But otherwise, he is bullish when it comes to free trade, and that is what he is looking at. And there is also long-standing unfair trade where industries get protected and political forces resist change. So he's absolutely in favor of free trade, but national security becomes utmost important. But key commentary across parameters from US trade. You're talking about the way he looks at India and tariffs and the impact of H-1B visa as well. Over to you.